we're here. Are back. Yes, we are back. Oh, what happened here? I think I have it messed up. There we are. We're back. There we go. Now we finally got it. How are you doing, girlfriend?
Good. How are you doing on this thirsty Thursday?
Oh, I'm doing good. Kind of tired, It's been one of those
Mm,
days, Everything's coming in, getting ready. This is Friday Junior, you
Friday
know.
Junior.
Getting ready for the weekend. One of those things. We got a lot of people already on. Hey, love the new intros. Thank you very much. It's Tejano
It's
time.
Tejano time.
That's
Yes.
right. I
Mm,
was a guest on his show this
Really
past Tuesday. So he called me up and he said, "Hey, could you be on the show?" And I was like, "Yes, most definitely." So
awesome.
he asked me a bunch of questions, asked me about today's show and
Yes.
stuff like that, and I was like, "Yeah, for sure." That's cool. And
Oh, I'm
so I
waiting for
mean,
my
I was
invite. Ooh.
right. He didn't invite you. What's up,
Ah,
dude? Why didn't you do that, brother? No, just
it's all right. It's all
no,
right.
it's all good. No, but I mean, it was cool that that I was able to get out there and share some information and stuff like that about what's
Yes.
going on and who and everything else. Hey, Janie, how are you doing? Hello from Conroe,
Conroe.
and then Alfredo as well, man. What's up? Saludos de Conroe, Texas, the lone Mexican. There
No
you go.
Mexican.
Yes. So anyway, yeah, we've got a probably I'm safe in saying one of the most beautiful voices in Tejano music, not only inside and out, one of the most beautiful people in Tejano music.
Yes.
She is there. Invite is coming, says Tejano time. It's the invite is coming, so there you go. So it's
Yay.
already set up. Look. What? Oh, hello, Joanna.
Hi.
I mean, Madison Pulido. Madison Indio
Hi,
Cáceres. And Joanna
Madison.
and Patty. Hey, how are you doing, sweetheart? How are you doing? Well, welcome. Ooh, California in the house.
Hi,
Hello,
Bobby.
Kendo.
I just
Kendo
got
and
it.
Barbie Chick. No, it's not.
I like that.
Come on. You're killing me,
Mm.
Bobby. You're
I'm
killing
gonna
me,
make you
brother.
a shirt that says that.
Right. Madison, yes. Well, she still hasn't come back in. She's gonna be here. She is here. Technically,
Yes.
she's here. She's having just a little bit trouble with getting back her excuse me, her camera, getting it situated. But she's here. We were just talking to her just a little bit ago.
Yes.
Better like Judith. Somebody who's here, who's going to be here in a little bit. I mean, I'm talking like a couple of weeks. She's not too far away. She'll be joining us later on in the month. Perla, how are you doing,
Hi,
girlfriend?
Miss
Nice to see you
Perla.
as
How
well.
are
She's
you?
beautiful voice. And I mean,
Mhm.
such a sweet personality. Santiago, my buddy, my friend, my pal, how are you doing? Hey, he says,
Hello,
how are you doing? Hey, Kendrick Robinson, how are you doing, brother? Hello there from
Mercedes.
Mercedes, Texas. Hijo, so I drive a Mercedes. Not really. I
I
drive.
drive the Mercedes. The Mercedes. I really do drive the Mercedes.
Yeah.
Convertible.
So no, it's cool. Yeah. Um, Madison says, let's see here. She says, "You guys, it's voting is out for Tejano Music Awards. Make sure that you all
Yes.
go and vote. All right. So well, all of you guys are chiming in and everything else. I know we've been waiting for for her to come in. So let's just go ahead and bring her in real quick. You know what? Uh, let me run that intro real quick.
Música.
Ladies and gentlemen, who is here? If it's not the Isabel Marie, the most beautiful.
Hello.
It's the most beautiful girl in the world. La la
Yes.
la la
Thank
la la la
you.
la.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for
Very
having me.
beautiful.
Yes, most
Hmm.
definitely. Thank you for being here. I'm
Really
glad that you're here,
beautiful. Thank you.
girlfriend.
Of
So,
course. I miss you guys. So thank you for the invitation.
thank you so very much. Actually, I interviewed you a couple of years back at the radio gala and fanfare, and I don't know if you
Mhm.
remember. It was funny
Of
because it
course.
wasn't funny, but I was doing. back then I didn't have the cameras. I was just doing the radio broadcast, and I had a bunch of military personnel because that's who I usually broadcast to. And oh my
Mhm.
guys, all of my military guys, what she look like? What she look like? I was like, yes, she's beautiful. So there you go.
Oh my goodness. I have
I
to
don't know how your
describe that.
boyfriend's gonna
That's funny.
take that, but the guys were just going insane. It's like, dude, show us a video. I'm not gonna show you anything. You're just gonna have to
Oh my
believe me.
god. Y'all are too much.
So how have you been? How have you been?
I've been really good, really busy. Thank God.
Yes, you have.
We've been traveling. I just came back, which I loved. It was such a great show. The people were amazing. As always, we did a meet and greet after, and I always have a blast. People were like showing their gratitude and just explaining how much they enjoyed the show, which is always really great to hear. And yeah, so we're gonna be going to San Antonio this weekend. Well, not this weekend, the
Okay.
16th.
The
And
16th.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Okay.
yes.
be doing a performance at Market Square for the 16 de septiembre with my band. So y'all are more than welcome to come on out. And just really just been promoting my new album as well, which is called Solo Tu. And I love this one because I got to work with some great friends of mine once more. And Mr. Q and the whole Q Productions family is just so amazing, and it's always a blast working with Red and Abraham. So
Yes.
You've definitely. I mean, you've been touring. I know you have, and you've been singing with the orchestra. You've been doing all these different things, which is wonderful. And I'm glad that you're getting back to your music. I know, with the orchestra, you've been doing some Selena
thank you.
stuff, and which is great. I'm not saying it's not. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. You have a beautiful voice, and you should do. But to hear your music is what really is great.
Hmm.
Thank
Having you
you.
back on stage and having you doing your thing is really, I think that's one of the things that I truly appreciate about just your energy and just your music that you put out there. Your last album was really really wonderful and beautiful.
Thank
Now,
you.
if the last one you had, you were independent from Q. Are you back with Q, or are you just kind of worked with them on this one?
Yeah, so with my last one, it was kind of towards the end of our contract already. I signed with them for 5 years, and I decided to try my own thing and spread my wings. I worked with some amazing people: Carlos Alvarez, El Güero Hernandez, Danny Zapata. Very, very amazing, talented producers and musicians. And for this one, we talked to Abraham, and we were already doing the symphonies with with the music of Selena. And so he just had the idea, like, let's try it and see, because Mr. Q loves recording music. That's his main
Hmm.
Hmm.
passion, and he's always believed in me since I was he expressed that, and
Very
I'm
young.
very, very young. Even though I am still young, it's
Yes, I
crazy.
mean,
Yes.
It's
you
crazy
got like
because
5 albums out, and you're just like you're still a kid, and you've got 5 albums out. I'm
I
like, holy moly!
I
Yeah.
am, but my back's already hurting. I mean, I've been in this industry since I was 9 years old, 8 years old. But I love it, and my parents have always told me, once it starts feeling like work, then you're tapped out. But I have never
Right.
ever felt like that, and it's always been such a passion of mine, and performing and singing. And I feel like I get it from my family because my grandma and my grandpa, they brought music into our family, and you know, um, it's just always been in my blood. So you never get tired of it. But yeah,
That's
so
good.
we had talked about it, and Abraham was like, let's bring you back. I miss you, and we miss him. So we definitely wanted to redo, an album and see where it goes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
One thing I can say about this album, um, it's got a more international feel to it. Your other one, the one
Mm,
Una Ilusión that you had before, definitely more Tejano oriented. This one has more of an international feel to it.
mm,
Um, Still your wonderful voice. It's just it's a
thank
little
you.
bit more to the masses as opposed to just kind of streamlined. Was
Yeah,
that a
of
conscious
course.
decision, or was it just kind of something that just happened?
I feel like we were definitely very we wanted to bring out a Tejano album, especially because I know I have a very amazing, strong Tejano fan base, because I started in it. And I never want to leave anybody in the cold, and so we decided to pay homage to my roots, and come out with that album, and it was great. We got a nomination for the Latin Grammys, which
Yes.
Right.
was another crazy experience. But and it was just so amazing to be able to say I was nominated for a Latin Grammy, and
Yes.
it was with a Tejano album. You don't hear that a lot, and I was just really grateful to be able to give that to my fans. And with this new album, of course, I've always loved singing every single genre. They used to call me a baby jukebox when I was little because you can ask me to
I
sing
love
Michael
that.
Jackson and then Vicente Fernandez, and then it's just all over the place everywhere. But
That's funny.
I
but
love
yeah.
that.
So Mr. Q, he realized as well, that I have a very strong mariachi base as well. And just because, again, it all stems from your family, karaoke parties, everything. You hear this music growing up, and to be able to record it in your own way and to pay tribute to those artists, it's definitely such a blessing. And I was very, very happy when we made those decisions for this album. So to hear that you got that was a more international feel, it was really, really great. Thank you.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's good to hear. I mean, I love it that you're spreading your wings, and like I was saying earlier before you came on, I recognize your voice as one of the more beautiful voices, that's out there because of the fact that you I can hear the maturity in your voice. I remember when you first started out, and you could you was there was that little girl that was out there saying, I was like, oh man, she's got that really powerful voice. And and you had the runs and everything else, and then now you still do the runs, but it's very controlled. And you've grown into who you are right now, which is really awesome.
Thank you.
And just the music that you put out. Now, I'm a big fan of your last album, and I was just like, man, this is where I wanted you to stay. But change is good. Don't get me wrong. This change is good. It's
Hmm.
just that one was like, psh, almost every song was like a banger. It was a banger. It was a banger. It was a banger. This one,
Thank
I've
you.
heard. I've got the album. I've got some of them. I'm a big supporter of
Hmm.
Tejano music. I'm a big supporter of artists, and I go on. Michelle Garcia says, "Hi, Miss Isabel Maria. We voted for you. The whole staff at Elite Family
Family
Chiropractic. Maybe you
chiropractor,
could
we
go
love
over
you.
there and
Thank
get your back worked
you.
on at the chiropractor." Since you
That's
asked.
fun.
Oh
She
my
was just
gosh, I
mentioning
might
Oh,
that.
have
I
to do
just,
Yes.
that.
I just, I
Yes.
just caught my eye.
Maybe I should
Sorry
have
about
plugged it in. Send me your number, please.
that. All
Right?
No,
right.
honestly, I've been seeing some people, so thank you for all the hellos.
Yeah,
Hi, I
lots
saw
of support.
Madison
Yes.
Polido.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Madison,
so thank you guys so
Joanna
much.
Ray.
Joanna
Joanna
Ray's
Ray,
on too.
actually,
Yeah.
she came up. She
Joanna
she
Ray.
called me earlier. She's like, "Hey, you got Isabel Marie on here." I went and said hello to her, and I introduced myself, but I forgot to tell her my name is Joanna Ray because she's also
Oh
a singer. But
no.
she was just like, she was she was a little. I was like, okay,
Aw. Well, now
I'll
I
let her
know your
know.
name. Hi, Joanna.
Uh, Isabel Marie, I mean Angel Jimenez, Rick
Angel Jimenez,
Valderrama's in
yes,
here.
Joy.
yes.
Hello.
You got a lot of
Angel,
Hello,
people in here
everyone.
supporting, loving you.
yeah,
It's
that's
awesome to
I'm so
great.
see.
happy. And it's been a while since I've been on a live or like a Facebook live. So to see the support is really amazing. Thank you guys.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
it's been
great.
great.
Juan Perez from Idaho. Cool.
Please come
Hi.
to
Please come
Idaho.
to Idaho.
Please come to Idaho.
That's not a that's not
Well,
a that's not a huge ask. You could be there next week. I mean, you know what? Pack up right now. You'll drive.
yeah.
You'll be there by 10. Why not?
You
Ooh.
know, I haven't learned how to drive yet, so I'll probably walk there. It'll take me a little longer.
Hi, Essie.
Okay,
Hi.
JC, what's up?
JC's on. Hi.
JC, hold on, bro. I've known you for
JC.
forever, bro. You say hi to Barbie and to Isabel, but you don't say hi to me.
Hello.
No, he says Indio right there. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding.
Joe Casas.
Joe, how you doing, brother?
Hello.
So no, it's
Hello,
it's
how are
it's
you?
it's cool that you have all of these people. She's like, not in front of the
From
friends, Lawrence. Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
know.
it's already out.
She said
It's
that in
already
Oh,
out.
confidence.
Sorry, girl. I
Hi,
just
Joanna. You know what? I love seeing that there's a lot of new female artists in this industry. I love it
Yes.
so much.
Woo woo for the
It's
females.
yeah, it's definitely great, and I'm really excited to see where they go with their music and their creativity. That so keep up all the hard work, everyone.
yeah, most
Absolutely.
definitely. And I and that's you know that's that's a great thing. One of the things that I was kind of at fault for was that I used to say, it's the female takeover, and it really wasn't. It's never been the female takeover. I think where the fault is in that statement is that women were finally getting the respect that they deserve from the beginning. They
Right.
should have gotten this
Respect and
respect and
recognition.
the
Hmm.
acknowledgement from the very
Oh, for
beginning.
sure.
So
Exactly.
it's not the woman takeover. It's finally we're realizing where we were wrong and how women should be given equal
Yes.
footing and equal respect, and they should be treated with the dignity and respect that they deserve. And that's one of the
Of
things that
course. Of course.
we should we fault as a group because we want to have this cookie cutter. Everybody wants to have the next
Mhm.
Emilio, the next Jay, the next David Ligarza, but
Mhm.
they don't realize that that also excludes females.
Mhm.
And that's wrong. Joe says, "Come to Seattle, Washington."
Put it
just
on the list too.
Oh my
just like
goodness,
that.
I've been meaning to. I've been meaning to. Oh
Yeah. So,
goodness.
buddy from It's Tejano Time, Tejano Talk, he says he's a big fan of your music.
Hi.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was on his
thank
show
you.
this
Hi,
this
buddy.
past Tuesday. We actually talked about you, and he was just like in awe of like that, oh my gosh, and everything else. I was like, wow, she's
Thank
she's a
you.
cutie for sure. Love from
Oh,
Chicago,
Chicago.
Ramos, Rodolfo
oh,
Ramos. Hey, how
Ramos,
you doing, brother?
Chicago. Wow.
You know what?
Roxanne.
I was in Chicago and I got to do my dream performance of all time, which was at Millennium Park, over there in Chicago. It's actually called J. Pritzker Park, I think it's called, but
Mhm.
it's right next to the Bean. And that was such a great show. We had such a blast. It was
the the
definitely
the
worth
Wow.
it.
chrome
So
the chrome beam. If you don't know what she's talking about, the bean
the big
bean
frijole.
frijol, the frijol, the chrome one that everybody takes a picture from, the iconic
Yes.
one. It's
And it was
in
hot.
Chicago.
I
Yeah.
definitely didn't expect it to be
Hmm.
that hot,
Yeah.
but we're going through something. We brought the heat from Texas, I guess, because it was 101. Oh my
Yeah.
it's
goodness.
it's
It's
that it's that
everywhere.
non-existent global warming that everybody keeps talking about here
Yeah.
in Texas. There's no global warming. It's just warm everywhere.
There definitely
It's like,
isn't.
Mhm.
okay. But no, I mean, the last time I was in Chicago, I had to drive there because it was snowing, and I
Oof.
was like, don't go there during the winter.
Terrible.
Oh my gosh, the
Uh-uh.
wind and I mean, the wind was ferocious because those buildings, it's like a funnel for the wind.
Mhm.
It's like
Yes.
40 miles an hour downtown. It's
Mm-hmm.
crazy there. I didn't have a
Mm-hmm.
good time. I met you in Las Vegas last year, Juan Perez. He says, yes. Yeah, and you had to
Hello,
hurry up and
Juan.
get out of there. You left like on a Saturday, right? You because you were singing
Oh,
in California. I
in
believe so.
California, yes. Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. My goodness, it's so crazy because I can't remember those things. But yes, I remember we went to Vegas for that one performance and then dipped right after. And I was sick as well. We did
Oh
Yeah.
no.
the mariachi performance with Savannah Ocean. She
Yes,
was.
I know, 'cause I
I
asked you
love
to
her. I love
interview
her.
I asked
Mm.
you to do an interview, and you said, "No, Lawrence, get out of here."
I would never.
You did not. Did not.
Don't be spreading rumors now.
Stop.
No.
Oh
You were
gosh.
the one that told me you were going to California, you didn't have time. That's how I know, because you were like,
Yeah.
"I'm sorry, we have to pack up and go. We gotta go." And I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh
we
god."
left that. Yeah, right after my performance, we literally went straight to the airport. That was crazy.
Mhm. Yeah,
Mhm.
no, it was great too. And I actually have footage of that. I think I sent it to your dad. I'm not sure. Mando Loco, DJ Mando Loco, he says also it excludes finding the identity as an artist, finding their identity as an artist. Yes, as far as I think
Mhm.
what he means is when we were not allowing women to have the equal footing with men. When we
Oh,
exclude
for
them.
sure.
And that's once again, that's one of the drawbacks, and that's why on our show and also on the station, we make it a point to try to incorporate as many new people as possible and give people
Yes.
an avenue. The firm belief has got to be that we cannot dictate who gets played. That has to be dictated by the people, not
Mhm.
by us. Not a preference, not a prejudice or a preclusion. That has to be done by the people. The people decide, not
And
us.
I feel like a lot of the love that's been shown towards women now and in the industry where they realize that women have a big stamp in this industry
Yes.
is because of the fans. Because the fans make it known like, hey, we love this music, we want it to be played. And instead of, playing some of the loved but older music that, has been around for a while, they finally show the love for it, and it's really great that the fans have a big say in it, and they're the ones who make us who we are. So that's that's
Yeah, most definitely.
definitely.
I mean, look at Stephanie's new album, and she put out a lot of covers of male songs. She did it as a
Hmm.
female. I mean, in a different key,
Yeah.
and sang it her way. And Stephanie, when she does a song,
Yeah.
Stephanie
Oh,
does a
for sure.
song.
Yeah.
you know,
She rocks.
She
she's
kills it.
like,
She kills it.
I
Yes.
know she
Yes.
does. She does her thing. Janie
Hmm.
says, "Hey, hi,
Yeah.
Isabel. This is Allie. Allie, who sings the song "I'm Not a Child" with Shelly Lattice." She says on
With
my
the
grandma's
with the
Facebook.
green eyes. Oh my goodness.
Yes, the beautiful. What the
Oh, okay.
talent!
Yeah.
Yes.
I got
You
on
know what?
stage with you at Fanfare. Have heard your new song. Yeah, have you
Have
heard
you
my new
heard my
I've
new
song?
heard my new
song?
song. I haven't had time to hear it, but I will definitely hear it. She has been a
Fascinación.
yeah, okay, I will definitely listen to it. But when I was starting, I mean, she was really young. I think she was had to have been like 5, 6, and she was going to all the performances, and I would say hi to her, and now she's doing her own thing. She's got a great voice. So make sure to
Hmm.
go listen to her song, guys. So
Yeah,
yeah,
she's
that's so great
she's
to see that though.
yeah, she's great, and I've had her on the show. She's a wonderful. I mean, just a wonderful talent. I mean,
Hmm.
terrific, terrific. And then Alfredo is also her grandfather. He who chimes in all the time, which is terrific,
Nice.
terrific to have that support.
Great
Mart
support.
Mart says
Yes,
that
absolutely.
absolutely right, brother. They want the next old act and never embrace these newer artists and bands. Still goes on this day, but it's slowly going away, and it should be going away. What we should do,
Yes.
change is good, and like I said, I do love your album. What is it, Mi Ilusión? I
Hmm.
love it,
Hmm.
but this new one is you know it's new. But that's
Yeah, and
why we have to play it to
I feel
give
like I
people the opportunity
never
to fall in love.
Right.
I feel like I never really lose touch of the Tejano roots. I'm not boxing myself in.
Correct.
So I love that I'm able to incorporate it and then make it different. You know what I mean? So I always keep Tejano close to my heart. But it is good for
Hmm.
change, and it's good to
Oh
try
no,
different
most
things, and
definitely, most
and
definitely.
that's what
Pollera,
growth is.
yes,
Yes.
definitely. And
Absolutely.
Pollera Colorada, whew, that song, girl, that song. Mm, that's
That
that's
song is fun.
yeah,
I
that's
love that
that.
song.
Mark my words. That's an Indio song. That's an Indio song. I'm telling you, that's an Indio song. I'm
NDO
not gonna. I'm
approved.
not gonna. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna stream it until it comes out, until you officially release it. But I'm telling you, that's the one. I'm. Hey, Dad, play this one next. You know, Michael
Oh my
Michael
gosh.
Castro, love your style in Tejano music. Yes, and you should see her style in dressing. She's got some style there. You know, she's got some style there too.
Thank
San
you. Thank you.
Francisco, Juan Perez says San Francisco. You were in San Francisco not too
I
long
was
ago,
in
so.
San Francisco. We sold out I
Mhm.
can't remember the name of the building. You know what happens when you travel a lot is that you end up forgetting like the places that you were there, but you're like, yes, I was there. No,
No,
Yes.
definitely
no, no, no,
San
Mija.
Francisco
That
was
happens when you get old like me
amazing.
too. That
Oh,
happens
okay.
when
So
you
is
get
it
old like
okay?
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay.
When you're old like
That's what's
me,
happening, I guess.
what did I
Oh
have for
my
lunch
gosh.
today? And that's like right. It's like Just right, right,
That
Patricia.
was
I'm
like a
just
few
like,
When I
seconds
hate when I
ago.
walk
Oh
into a
gosh.
room and I'm like, "Why did I come in here
yeah,
again?" Yeah,
right.
that's the one
Just
I hate the most. Yeah.
no.
Oh
The
my
worst one
goodness.
is like is when you're like this. Where's my glasses? Where's my glasses?
Oh yeah, it hit
Oh
this year.
no.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Mart says, I
That's
feel like
true.
Isabel didn't get much love until a few years ago, but she's been going hard for
for
almost a
almost a
decade. You know what?
decade.
You know how much
Yes.
love I have for Isabel? I'm gonna show you something that I have.
Qué bonito. Mira.
I was
Love.
13 when I recorded that. I sound like, oh, back in the day.
Yeah, that's like way back in the
I'm
day when I was
20.
13 years old. Now I'm
Oh no.
20.
You know what though? I feel like a lot of it had to do with my age. And to be honest, I have the struggle already of being a woman in the industry. That's the number
Right.
one. But also, I started very young, and
Young. Hmm.
I'm grateful that my parents were next to me all the time at all times because they really pushed for me, and I was young, so I really didn't know that I had the voice that I have now. And my dad would be like, you know what, you can put her on stage and she'll show you what she can do. It's not
Right.
it's not about how young she is. She's 12 years old, yes, but she can sing a Whitney Houston song, and like she'll show you. Like that's all she needs to do. And my dad always told me, I can open the door for you, but it's up to you to walk in. And I have taken that with every bone in my body. Every opportunity that I had, I would give it my all. And so that was definitely one of the main struggles that I had in the industry because not a lot of people credited you, or oh, you're young, just give it a few more years, or you're not 18 yet, so you
Yeah.
really can't do
Yeah.
anything. And it's like, no,
Yeah.
here I am, I'm here to show my presence. And a lot of people believed in me, and that showed with my social media. So we grew that because, yeah, I wasn't getting the opportunities that I could have gotten because everyone was so closed off because of how young I was. But,
Yeah.
social media, I was
That's
doing Facebook Lives, posting covers, and all of this stuff. And, people, they are the judge again. So if
yeah.
people
You
want
have
you,
to.
then it'll show.
And
Yeah.
that's the unfortunate part. And it's not it's unfortunate that a lot of people have that mindset, that they discount children. I often say, because I remember people have come over, and I've always been in. I'm a Native American, and so for us, we don't measure wealth by how much you accrue. You measure wealth by how much you give away.
Hmm.
And opening your house to other people, it's always been like a mandate. And I remember having people come over to the house, and I've asked the children to go to sleep, and they're like, how do you get them to go to sleep so early? And I was like, I asked them to go to sleep. But they don't realize that one of the good formulations of parenting is I always talked to my children. I never talked at my children. And it is a formulation of respect, and that's always been the thing. And so people don't realize that kids are people too. And sometimes they discount them, even though there are some kids. I mean, Allie has more talent than a lot of people that I know. This guy, she's definitely got this guy underfoot. I'm like, I could not believe how much talent she has. And, but you got to give them, but that doesn't preclude, or doesn't it say that she has the wherewithal. Somebody has to take care of her as well. But I
Right.
mean, still,
Of course.
give them the opportunity. That's it. Just an opportunity. That's all they need. Cindy Garces says, hello from Dallas. Send me your music. I'm with radio station in Dallas. Well,
Dallas.
post
Ooh.
your email, sweetheart, and I'll be glad to send it to you.
Yes.
Um, Alfredo says the old ways will be there, and it's great, but there's so much new talent that needs to embrace them. That's correct. It is very true, and that's what I hope to do is for anything to be known for spreading out new information. And it says looking forward to seeing you at Market
At the
Square.
Market Square.
Yes.
Uh
Yes.
huh. Uh huh.
And
And
that's
is
where
it?
I started. That's where I started.
Mm,
It's always crazy how it comes full circle, you know.
Full circle.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I started doing Market Square performances when I was 9, 10 years old, and I would be there every weekend, like having 5 sets a day, and you know, it was hot. It was in Texas, so oh my goodness,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But now we're gonna be doing it again, and with my band, we have an 8 piece band, and it's crazy how
Oh wow.
it
Wow.
changes.
That's
It
an eight
changes,
piece
and
band. Is it bando or is it Tejano? What are you doing?
no,
It's like, oh my
we
gosh, that's an
have
eight.
a trumpet section. We have the
Mm-hmm.
obviously the
Oh,
bones of the
cool.
band, the bass, guitar,
Yeah,
drums, and then we have accordion, keys. So
Yeah.
it's
that's
definitely
awesome,
I love the
Roxanne.
full sound.
Yeah,
Hell
and you
yeah.
know what? I love the horns in Tejano music. I love the horn section, especially when they're not. I mean, it's just because it sounds more real. And person like me, who's been in the music business for such a long time, I can tell the
Mhm.
difference between a keyboard and actual
Right.
horns.
Right.
You know, and I can tell the difference between synthesizers and stuff like. Actually, the producer, one of the new producers that's with Shelly Lattis, you know, he comes from the hip hop world, and he went to Shell Shock Records, and Shelly was telling me this story. He went to Shell Shock Records, and he was just flabbergasted because he saw a drum set in the studio.
A
He's like,
real drum
"Yeah,
set.
you record real drums, you know, because it's mostly just pads." And he's just so excited because he's like, they're real drums, you know. They're like,
Mhm.
yes, we record real instruments here, you know. And it's just really, it's just how people just, you know, it's so different.
Yeah.
Back in my day, back in
Totally.
Alfredo's day, bands didn't have that luxury. They had to practice for weeks, for months, so that way when they come into the studio, it's just one take and take it and get it done, and then make sure that it gets done because time was money and it had to be done. Roxanne from Roxy and Grupo Texas says hello. She's like, love your music, love and TikTok's amiga. There you go. Janie says, thank you, Isabel. You
Thank
made
you.
Ali's day. Oh, that's so
Oh,
sweet. I
of
took a picture with
course.
you in Las Vegas,
Thank
says
you.
Juan.
Hi,
Ali, everybody's
Juan.
chiming in. That's awesome. Jenny says, for the first time we saw Isabel at Chicano Festival in Houston, she was 12. 12.
Yeah,
Holy moly. You
12.
know, blessings, future music,
Hi.
strength, success, and young fams. Ricky Duran. Thank you, Ricky.
Ricky Duran,
Oh my gosh.
hello.
Hi,
Hi,
Joe
Joe.
Ricky.
Villanueva, there you are. Hey, how you doing? Hi, Isabel. There you go. Uh, Alfredo says Grandpa is taking care of
Take care
Ali.
of
Well,
Ali.
there
Oh.
you
That's
go.
great.
Always, brother. That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
That's great.
There is
Yes.
Cindy Garces's email, and I'll go ahead and get it out there, Cindy. I'll get you.
Oh,
I'll get
perfect.
it to you. I'm gonna have
Yes.
to revisit that. Okay. I can't
Send
wait
it
to
to the
see you
music.
in live again. A 8 piece band. Wow, says Janie. There you go. And I'm excited to see you as
Yes,
well.
ma'am.
Recorded my first 45 in
Thank you.
1980, says Alfredo. 1980. 1980, a first 45.
Wow.
That's impressive. That's impressive, and that's a long time to be
Yes.
dedicated to and everything like that. And that's uh that's a show of dedication and everything else. And you know,
Definitely.
that's I think that's great. You know that we have people that are able to share how it was back in the day and still be in the music and still want to participate and everything else, but
Mhm.
once again, like you had mentioned before, you'd started a long time ago and you've been in that position where they were discounting you because you were so young. They were
Mhm.
discounting you because of the fact that you were female. And those are hard times because people don't understand the the significance of telling somebody no.
Mhm.
That's a key thing. Telling somebody no for just some odd reason doesn't make any sense. You know, it's
Mhm.
it doesn't really. I don't understand it. I've never have. And for me, when I fell in love with Tejano music, I didn't speak any Spanish.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I just fell in love with the music. I fell in love with the structure and how it was. Most songs I only listen to the music, then I have to interpret the words later on. And I am way off a lot of times. I'm like, hey, honey, you got to listen to this love song, girlfriend. This song is all about love.
Oh
They
no.
said amor like 6 times. And she's like, dude, you are way off. It's about I'm going to kill you.
Oh no. But that's what's great about women. We always look at the lyrics. So our
Yes.
songs have a lot of meaning.
I
Yes.
was like,
Yes.
You mean he's gonna kill her?
You
Way
mean
off.
he's cheating on
Where?
her? Oh no.
Yeah, right. What happened to the amour, girl? She said the floor, not amour. No, just kidding.
Oh Lord.
Rodolfo, he says actually her uncles and aunts sings in her family a lot. Lily, little
Izzy.
Izzy has been great
Been great
since
since
a little girl with a strong voice. God bless. There you go.
Aw,
See, sharing
thank
some
you very much.
backwood information. Bobby says, "When are you
Yeah,
coming to California?" Just been there, Bobby.
Hey.
We got her back
I
in
was
Texas. We
just
don't want her to go back.
there.
Right?
Yeah, we don't want her to go
San
back,
Diego.
Bobby. We just got her. I don't
People were
understand it
telling
either.
me they were telling me they were like, come. They were like, move out of Texas. We got you in San Diego, and I'm like, oh no, everyone's pulling me. I don't know where
That's a
to
good.
go.
That's a good feeling to be wanted, but we want you back
Yes.
here. And no, you're not going to California. Trust me, you don't want to be there. They have fires, they have earthquakes, they have mudslides. What do you want to be in there for? You know, you want to be here in Texas where we
Oh
have guns
no,
and crazy people. We
And
California
love it
is
boiling
here.
heat.
oh.
We breed batshit crazy here. That's what we like it about it. No, just kidding. I don't
Oh
understand it
no.
either. If someone has talent, be it a girl or a guy, let them shine. And
Them
that's
shine.
exactly right.
Yes.
I'm going to let it shine. That's what I'm going to do. Hey, you know what?
Let it
Let's go
shine.
ahead and listen to one of these songs. Why? Because I have this. That's why. Because I bought this.
Oh,
This is one
thank
of my
you.
favorites, and I've had this for a long time. And you can get yours too from Q
Thank you.
Productions because
Yes, of course.
that's who sells it. And the song that I want to share is because this is one of my more love, one of the songs that I fell in love with when I first heard you sing. This one's called "Ahora que volver." Quiero volver. Ahora quiero volver. And it's a beautiful song. It's a wonderful
Ahora
song. It's kind of a
quiero
happy song. You know, cumbia. You're gonna love it. But it shows the versatility that she has even at a young age. You were what, 13 years old,
Thank
14 years
you.
old when you did
I
this?
was 13 when I recorded it, and actually backtrack. Pete Astudillo wrote that song, so I love
Mm.
that song. He's a great person,
Yes.
and yeah, so I was very very young when I recorded this, and it definitely when I see those videos, I can see the growth and everything that's changed. But
Yeah,
it's
and
good to look back, so I'm glad that you're gonna
it's
play it.
yeah, awesome to revisit and everything else. And Pete, you were supposed to have called me last week. Why didn't you? Just kidding.
Uh oh.
It's all right.
Well,
It's all right. Now here it is. Ahora quiero volver. That is that Barbie chick. I'm into yo. And that is the Isabel Marie right here on QVO Radio.
to get your groove on.
Jamás imaginé que te quería tanto, que por las noches yo me buscaría tanto. Jamás imaginé me encantarías tanto, que en mis sueños yo te besaría tanto. Jamás imaginé desde el primer momento que te vi marchar lo mucho que te iba a extrañar. Ahora quiero volver a ti. Ya no quiero seguir sin ti, porque no puedo más si no estás. Ahora quiero volver a ti, a vivir junto a ti, por siempre así, porque yo soy feliz junto a ti. Ahora quiero volver. Jamás imaginé que te quería tanto, que la vida sin ti me dolería tanto. Jamás imaginé me encantarías tanto, que despertar sin ti me pensaría tanto. Desde que te fuiste no veo la hora de que vuelvas más, y muero por volverte a ver. porque no puedo más si no estás. Ahora quiero volver, ahora quiero volver, volver a ti, a vivir junto a ti, siempre así, porque yo soy feliz junto a ti. Ahora quiero volver. Jamás imaginé desde el primer momento que te vi marchar lo mucho que te iba a extrañar. Ahora quiero volver, volver a ti. Ya no quiero seguir, seguir sin ti, porque no puedo más si no estás. Ahora quiero volver, ahora quiero volver, volver a ti, a vivir junto a ti, por siempre sí, porque yo soy feliz junto a ti. Ahora quiero volver. Muchas gracias. Thank you guys so much. I'm
Yes.
so excited to be here.
Yes, we're excited to be here.
Y'all caught me. I was like,
Beautiful.
You look so young. Wait a minute. You still look young. What are you talking about? That was
Yeah.
like last year, wasn't that? That was
close to it. No, my goodness. That's so
you haven't
crazy. I haven't
aged a
watched that in
bit.
so long. Oh, well,
Well, there you
thank
go.
you.
There you go. There you go. Uh-oh, what happened to Barbie? Oh no,
Oh,
she's just
no.
come
Hold on.
back one.
Hold on.
she's like, uh-oh.
Oh,
There
there
you
she
are.
Dealing
is.
with.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yay.
Yay, she did it. Awesome, awesome. Everybody, Juan, he's like, I love that song. There you go. And then, applause from Alfredo. Thank you so very much, guys. I really do appreciate it. And
Yes.
Thank
no, I
you.
mean, once again, shows your progress, shows where you
Mhm.
are, and that's really what I wanted to show. Kind of you're not for those people that are like Isabel Marie. You know what? You've been doing this for a good while, and you've been
Mhm.
successful at it for a good while. You've been performing for a long time. You're an old hat
Mhm.
on stage because you've been doing this for quite some time. Louis AG, hello everyone. Good night. Hey Louis, how are you
Yes.
doing? Post
Hello.
your post your show, buddy. I know he's got a show. He does a live show. He goes out and sings some song. Man, what a voice! That guy, he's just amazing. So
Oh,
give us your
nice.
information so that way we can share that. Michael Castro, nice, definitely some good sounds, definitely, especially considering that it was so long ago, like
Mhm.
last year.
Like last year.
No,
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, it's good, you know, Luis says hello, Isabel, by the way. No, I asked you,
Hi.
like I said, your last album was really, really awesome. And I really do like it. It was just
Thank you.
so much good music that was in it when I Elysion, and that was just, you know, it showed such a maturity on your side. I think that's it didn't surprise me because I knew that you have a great voice. I've seen you. I mean, I was there in Vegas when you were singing the mariachi songs, and it was wonderful. And
Thank
and
you.
just seeing you perform again was just a treat because I didn't know that you were going to be performing. I was
Mhm.
there and I just walked in and I was like, oh, there she is. And so I had my camera and I was taking advantage of it.
Ready.
Yeah,
Thank
I well, I was just ready. I just happened to be ready to do it. So that
Mhm.
was just a pleasant surprise. But I mean, for you to be constantly going back and forth, and all these different places and performing all this, you know, do you still get the butterflies? Because I know for me, I've always said, as long as I keep getting butterflies before every show, that means that every show matters to me, and
Right.
that's
Mhm.
why I like doing what I do.
Yeah. You know, I definitely I wouldn't say I get nervous. I always get really, really, really excited. And like
Mhm.
I just want to go on already. Like, when they're announcing me, I'm like, I'm ready. But I always get this weird pulsating feeling in my hand, and so I always have to like rub it out kind of before I get on
Yeah.
stage. So maybe that's the nerves, I think. But
Well,
yeah,
Probably.
I
that's
always just
yeah,
get really, really excited.
yeah. That's for me. I don't get like nervous necessarily, but I get that little itch. I'm like, okay, it's coming, it's
Oh
coming, it's
yeah,
coming.
for sure.
I'm ready for it. Mondo Loco says that she is
Yeah.
so seasoned. It's mind blowing how her vocals have so developed and matured at her age, and extremely humble. Yes, extremely
Oh,
humble.
thank
You know,
you,
and
Mando
Raul
Loco.
Rodriguez, yeah, he says, Isabel, what is the biggest difference in your voice now compared to when you started? What's the difference?
Hi, Raul. That's my honey
Ooh.
bunny.
Hi,
Raul.
Raul. I feel like when I was younger, definitely. I mean, everything changes, right? You grow up. My talking voice was completely different as well. I was like, "Hi, my name is
Can
Isabel
I have a
Marie,"
pizza?
and so.
How old are you, little
Oh
girl?
no. Are you? Where's your mom?
Right?
No,
Where's your
yeah.
mom?
I'm 20 years old, dang
Yeah.
it.
I can never get away from it. Oh gosh, no, but you definitely learn how to sing differently as well when you're
Hmm.
learning techniques, and as you perform, you realize what works for you, what doesn't work for you, your breathing, everything. So I feel like I have definitely grown in my technique, using my diaphragm, and definitely my tone has changed. I feel like younger, yes, I did have power, and it always sounded older than I was. But I feel like me myself, I could hear how young I was. You know what I mean? And I feel like everyone does that. You realize that difference when you look back at yourself. But yeah, so now that I look back at it, I'm like, I was a baby, like, and so it's definitely, yeah, definitely matured in my tone and the way I sing, I feel. But
Hmm.
I always feel like I have kept that emotion, which, my grandpa always told me. He was like, singers can sing, but when you sing with emotion, it's different. You give the
Mm.
fans something else to grab onto and to gravitate towards, because you're telling them a story. You're not just
Right.
singing to
Right.
just sing. And I've
Right.
always thought about that during every performance. And I love singing to people, when I'm performing, and like pointing them out. And everyone feels something when your favorite artist sings to them. So I
Hmm.
definitely have thought
Yes.
about that too a lot more.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you sing to them, then it feels like you're singing to one person, or that person
Yeah,
feels like
you
you're
feel
singing
like you're
to
the
them
only one in
personally,
the
as opposed,
room. Yeah.
yeah, as
Hmm.
opposed to anything. I mean, Louis AG says, an amazing voice, and then
Thank
Jenny's asking, when
you.
are you going to go to Houston? Um,
Yeah. I'm in the
just
I
Houston
love
area.
yeah,
Houston. I love
I'm in the
Houston
Houston
so
area.
much. Oh
Hmm.
my goodness. Well,
forget the
let me.
traffic, girlfriend. Forget the traffic.
Yeah.
Hey,
Not
Yeah.
the
hey,
traffic.
it is not half as bad as Chicago and LA. You guys have it good.
L.A.
True, true, true.
LA,
I've been in
LA
Yeah.
LA
traffic. You're
traffic.
right. LA
Yeah.
traffic.
You're right.
Forget
Y'all
You're
it.
are
right. Yeah.
spoiled. Y'all are
Yeah,
spoiled. Yeah, no.
yeah.
I remember I was in LA to do Despierta America, and my dad and I had drove over there. Or actually, yeah, we had drove over there, and we were gonna go to a movie. It was after the show and everything, and we were like, let's go to the movies, whatever. We got stuck in traffic, and my dad was like, that's it, I'm driving home. I can't be here
Right.
anymore.
Never mind.
he just
Never
he just
mind.
drove home. Never mind.
Yeah, I was like, I
Yeah.
could build a road by now. I could just I could walk by now, get there by
Especially if there's
now,
an
walking.
accident,
I
forget about it. It's
know.
like,
Yeah,
mm-mm.
just
Oh,
forget it.
even worse, even worse. Yeah, but I'm
Yeah,
gonna be in Houston. There's talks about next year, early next year.
Okay.
So I'm really, really.
Okay.
We've been to what's that one? That one outdoor place. It's like a big
Miller
like
Outdoor Theater.
Miller Outdoor Theater. Yes,
The
we were
Chicano
there.
Festival is
The
happening in
Chicano.
October at Miller Outdoor Theater.
Yes, I
Yes.
loved that. We did that
Yeah.
twice, I think.
It's
Yeah.
nice out there.
yeah.
Mhm.
Ricky Duran
Yeah.
says, I have had the opportunity to interview Isabel
Hi,
in
Ricky.
studio twice in H Town. Definitely a class act. just
Hi,
to
Thank
Ricky.
you.
you. Well, I keep talking about your Una Ilusión album because it's my favorite
Hmm.
album that you put out so far,
Thank you.
and I'm allowed to have a favorite album because
Of course.
everyone's allowed to have their favorite.
What's your favorite song off the album?
I will tell you what my favorite song is, but not right now.
Dun dun dun.
Damn it!
But I'm going
I
to
wanted
play a
to
song.
know.
I'm going to play a song that's my second favorite. How's
Okay.
that?
Okay. Okay.
And it's
Perfect.
called Ahora
Glad
que
to meet
es
you.
feliz. Ahora que es feliz from her album Una Ilusión. Here is Isabel Marie here on Cuba Radio.
Ahora que eres feliz debes agradecerme los besos que yo te esquivé, las noches que te rechacé pudieron convencerte. Ahora que eres feliz entiendes mi postura. Conmigo no va a funcionar, pues todo el amor que me dabas iba a la basura. Ahora que ya eres feliz, que al fin te supiste valorar, hoy tienes a alguien que te da lo que jamás te pude dar. Ahora que ya eres feliz y que allí encontraste a alguien mejor, sabes que no fue una estupidez forzarte a decirme adiós. Ahora que ya eres feliz, poco no tenía razón. Isabel Marie. Ahora que ya eres feliz, que al fin te supiste valorar, hoy tienes a alguien que te da lo que jamás te pude dar. Ahora que ya eres feliz y que allí encontraste a alguien mejor, ya ves que no fue una estupidez forzarte a decirme adiós. Ahora que ya eres feliz, ¿a poco no tenía razón?
Beautiful.
Yeah. See, now you know why I like that song. But number
Mm.
two. Number two
Number
on that album.
two.
Mm.
Number two on that album. And that last note, she was like, she's calling the dogs and everything else. Yeah,
No, you
Oh
it's just
no!
didn't.
like,
Only a select amount of people can hear it.
I heard it. I heard it. It's because I'm a
Mm-hmm.
dog.
Because you're a
Yeah,
dog.
I'm a
Mm-hmm.
dog. That's why I
Rough,
heard it.
rough.
I'm a
Mm-hmm.
dog. I'm not even going to try your name, sweetheart. I'm sorry.
Esmeralda. Mm-hmm.
Graviela.
Yeah, yeah. She
Graviela
says, beautiful
Esmeralda.
voice, very nice song. Thank you so very much for chiming in, darling. I really
Thank
do appreciate
you.
that. Yes, and then
Thank you.
Alfredo also
Great
says a
song.
great song. That's really great. No, and like I
Thank
said,
you.
that's once again that was from last year's album, and that was the one that you got nominated for your Grammy award. And once again, it's a
Yay.
taste of why you deserved to be nominated amongst all the other song albums that were put out, because you have that talent.
Thank
You
you.
have you needed to be recognized for that. Love that she can hit that the low tones and the high tones
Mhm.
in that song. Yeah, pleasing,
To
pleasing
hear. To
to
hear.
heat. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, to heat,
Mhm.
heat. Okay,
He meant
always
here.
always puts me in a good
We
mood. Thank you so
understand.
very much.
Yes.
Tejano time
Thank you.
from
Y'all are so
DFW.
sweet.
Yeah,
I
lots of
appreciate. Yeah, I
Abel
appreciate all the
says you
support.
are so beautiful. I think we've already
Thank
mentioned
you,
that several
April.
times there. We've already said that. Uh, beautiful
Thank
voice and
you.
beautiful song, Janie Rios. Thank you, Janie.
Thank
That's
you,
really nice.
Janie.
Yes. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
no, I
so that
mean,
album, yeah, that album I definitely had a blast working on. It was really really great to have a lot of say in it too, and work collaboratively with Carlos Alvarez, which is a great friend of mine, and you know it's also nominated for the Tejano Music Awards this year. So if y'all want to go and
mhm.
vote,
Ah,
you
yes.
can.
Sure. Go out
It's
there and vote.
it's
Vote, vote, vote.
nominated. Yeah, it's nominated for Album of the Year Tejano, what else? Song of the Year, which is the song that you just heard, Ahora que eres feliz,
Mhm.
and Female
What?
Vocalist of the Year,
Did I
and
have an
that is
ulterior
me.
motive to play that song? What?
Hmm.
I
Not you.
wonder. I wonder.
What? Hmm. And then let's see here. He also Alfredo also puts down, yeah, you also have such an amazing
It's an
voice.
amazing voice.
Yes.
Oh, thank
Alfredo
you.
reminds me that it's Tejano time. He's a math teacher. Yes, he is. He's a math teacher. He's my friend. Oh, by the way, that if you want to get some more information on Isabel Marie, you can go ahead and go here.
Oh,
And
that
that's
is so
Isabel Marie's
cool.
link
This
tree.
is
Yes,
so
the
high
QR code
Mhm.
will
tech.
take her to her link tree. Yes.
OMG.
Oh yeah.
Once again,
He's got lots of tricks up his sleeve.
Isabel Marie's link tree. Yes.
Oh my
So go
gosh, I'm
ahead and
gonna
go
have to
there.
ask you how to update my lives because this is on a whole different level. This is crazy. I love it.
He may be a math teacher, but I have a degree in computer science and minor in math, and
Ahí tú.
I also have three other degrees to put on there. So just
Ahí tú.
not that I'm talking about myself or anything else, but that NDO, he's pretty that gum
Oh.
good. Just saying,
Slight
just kidding.
flex. Slight
Just
flex.
It's all right.
playing.
Let him flex because he is good.
Just playing. Just playing. No, 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 no,
Uh-huh.
no, no, no. Don't listen to me. You don't listen to me. No, no, no. Anyway, oh, Jenny says I voted for you.
Oh,
You
thank
deserve it.
Oh,
you. Thank you.
that's
Thank you
so
so very much.
sweet.
Yes, yes, yes. Patricia Vargas, Ricky Duran says, Patricia Vargas, Indio T2M podcast, show off promotions. Great show. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank
Bye,
you, Ricky.
Ricky.
Thank you
Much
so very much.
love.
Thank
And
you.
Houston Tejano Hits, be sure
Bye,
that you check them out.
Ricky.
They got a lot of stuff going on over there as well. So be sure that you go and check them out. Abel says, looking forward to seeing you in San Antonio,
Oh,
of course. Let's go ahead and play
Ooh,
another song.
thank you.
This one is from your new album, and it's called Tu Mal Sabor. Tell me a little bit about that
Sabor.
song, girlfriend.
mm.
Yeah, this song it's definitely it has more of like a like a grupero kind of feel, and it's definitely one of my favorites and my family's favorites. Actually, my mom's favorite song is Olvídalo, which we'll probably play as well. But I hope you guys enjoy it.
Okay, this one's called Tu Mal Sabor. It goes like this.
Ooh.
Kendo. What?
Cuánto me duele que mi cuerpo aún recuerde tu mal sabor, que no se olvide de tus besos con veneno, de tu color. Cuánto me duele que mi alma aún te llame sintiendo amor, y que en las noches me haga falta tu sonrisa y tu calor. Voy a olvidar tu mal sabor, voy a quemar todo este amor y ese mal sabor que dejaste en mí se va con licor, se va junto a ti. Sabor de tus besos, sabor de tus labios, tu sabor a mí. Ese mal sabor, el sabor de tu piel, sabor de tus labios con sabor a miel. Pero sé que nunca podrás arrancarte tu sabor a mí. Los desechables que encontraste, no hallaste nada, verdad. Tan solo un poco de cariño pasajero y luego soledad. El mal sabor que tú a mi vida le dejaste, yo sé que un día se va. Pero aunque quieras olvidarme por completo, nunca lo vas a lograr. Voy a olvidar tu mal sabor, voy a quemar todo este amor. Y ese mal sabor que dejaste en mí se va con licor, se va junto a ti. Sabor de tus besos, sabor de tus labios, tu sabor a mí. Sabor de tus labios con sabor a miel, pero sé que nunca podrás arrancarte tu sabor a mí. Y por más que intentes no vas a arrancarte tu sabor a mí.
Woohoo! Liked it. Ooh, and what?
Thank you.
That was a sexy photo there too. It made me put
Oh
on my
my
church.
goodness.
I had to put on my church shorts too. So I was like, "Mira,
Oh,
check this
you,
out. I got my chicken legs. Rock, chicken legs. I mean, you
you
got
know
sexy legs.
what?
I got chicken legs. So
What's so funny is with that photo shoot, because I have worked with Suzette. Well, Suzette is mainly like does all the photo shoots and all the creative directing for the album and everything. And I've worked with her since I was like 12, 13 years old. So we were talking about the difference of that first photo shoot to now. And she actually cried, and she was saying how proud she
Oh,
was of everything that we've accomplished. And I say we because I mean it really takes a team, and they've had such
it
an
does.
enormous role in me in growing me as an artist. So yeah, it was just so crazy. And she was like, oh my goodness, like I'm glad your dad's not here, because then he'll be like, no, you can't do this, you can't do that. But we were on it, and we got all the shots we needed, and it came out a really good album cover. And props to Suzette, because she always comes out with the best outfits and everything. Like I'll go to the store or Dillard's or whatever, I see nothing, and she walks in there and she sees everything. Like she just picks out things and finds everything just in a
some people
second.
have an
So
eye. Some
I
people have an
know.
eye.
I
Yeah.
know. So yeah.
I do videography and photography and everything else, and I uh, I always tell them just bring everything, bring everything that you think and things
Mm-hmm.
that you don't think, and then I can tell
Yeah.
you because
Mm.
I what I learned a long time ago was draping is always have you ever been draped before? What they do,
No.
draping, what it is they put color on you and tell you what's best for your skin. So like,
Mm-hmm.
reds are good with you, blues are good with you, that stuff like that. So that way then you can move forward from there and say, okay, you have, blues look really good on your, and all this other stuff. And once you make that
Oh, I've
determination, then you can
heard
move
of
forward from
it.
that.
Right. Right.
So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, I've
I'm old
heard of
school though.
that.
That's how we used to do it back in the day, you know. But
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I'm the old one where I would click on the camera and a little bird would come out and he would go,
Oh my God.
and that's how he'd make the picture. Just kidding.
Stop.
That's Flintstones. Just
I didn't even know what
that's,
you were talking about. Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
goodness.
why I said stop.
I'm,
Stop.
I'm gonna have to research it.
I
I
did
You're
it.
have a
like,
Polaroid. I have a Polaroid camera.
That's-
But
Did
it's
a joke
digital.
and didn't even get close.
digital.
Miss Ponce says, "Good
Oops.
luck with the TTMA. She loved it. Yes, that's cool. That's cool. And
Thank
just in
you.
case, if you wanted to get some more information from Isabel Marie, just be sure that you go to her link tree
Yeah.
right
There
there.
it
QR
is.
code will take her to her link tree where you can get all her news and information. Keep up to
Mhm.
date with
Mm.
Isabel Marie's information right there in front of you. Woo! One more time. Yes. So no,
My
I
fairy
mean,
godfather.
do you want to be a pumpkin lady? Oh wait, that's the wrong one.
Oh
Let's
my
turn her into
goodness.
a squash. And people are like, it's a
Oh
pumpkin.
no.
No, Pumpkin is squash. What?
Calabaza.
Yes, they're all part of the same family. You just ruined it for me. I'm sorry. That's the truth. It's just
It's not as cute. Squash doesn't sound as cute as pumpkin.
they're
Right.
both they're birth
They're
but they're
both
both
the
gourds.
same.
So
Yeah.
it's unfortunate, but we have to accept the reality that it is. It's just like when you
Mhm.
tell people that that tomatoes is not it's not a vegetable. It's a fruit. It's like,
Mhm.
what?
Yep.
Yes. See, now you owe me $5 because I taught y'all everything something. So you know that's the end of class. By the way,
Oh
speaking of class, you were
gosh.
you were you were homeschooled, weren't you, up until like the fifth grade or something like that? What's
I
that
was. I
like?
was homeschooled. I was homeschooled till I was in sixth grade. I was 12 years old. I needed to be homeschooled because I was traveling, and at that time I was in La Voz Kids. So I don't know if anybody's seen those videos, but it's basically the Voice Kids but in Spanish. And I was missing a lot of school, and they obviously
Mhm.
do have school like on site for you. You have to take time to go to school, but my parents and I decided like, okay, we definitely need this because it's getting busier and busier, and I was doing homework like because it was late at night, or I gotta finish this. And so I and plus I was going to this school called Young Women's Leadership Academy, and it's basically
Mhm.
like a charter school, but it's a public school, so they treat it like a charter school. I needed to get like tested into the school. They interviewed my parents, they interviewed me, and so it was definitely a very hard school to get into and to stay in. And because I wasn't like sleeping or anything, so I was like, I need to focus on my school, um when I can, when I have the time, because sometimes you don't get opportunities like this, and that was the sacrifice that I made. You know it comes with a lot of sacrifice, this industry. But I was always, but I had a teacher. I had a teacher that she would send me my schoolwork on the road, or I would go to her house, and it was definitely way more convenient for me than what I was going through. But she had all like actors and singers and stuff like that, so she was really you know into all of that. And
So she knew how to
yeah,
do
it
it.
was it
I
was different
couldn't.
though.
I
Yeah.
I I know my mom. No homeschool for my mom. Are you kidding me? Oh no.
No,
Yeah,
Oh
my
school is the
no.
goodness.
best part of, sending. I have a 6-year-old, so I'm like,
Hmm.
school, you go.
Yeah. Leave
No.
me alone.
Yes,
No.
I
Well,
need
see,
that
see,
Yeah.
time.
my dad, he dropped out in the sixth grade, and my mom dropped out in the eighth grade.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh
my
wow.
gosh, can you imagine them teaching? I have 4 college degrees. How about that? So
That's amazing. That's
I
That
know
is
amazing.
that
amazing. It
they
really
saved it all
is.
for me. That's what it was. So, so
Yeah.
you're gonna
They
graduate
saved the
magna cum
learning for
laude three
him.
times. So,
Awesome.
Oh goodness. Well, I graduated a year earlier than I was supposed to because I wanted to get it out like over with. I was finishing all my essays. I was asking my teacher. I said, "What do I need to do to finish?" And she's like, "Okay, you just got to finish your exams and all your finals." And I finished it a year earlier than I needed to, so that was really really exciting. And yeah, it was definitely crazy though, because obviously I have always kept my circle very small. It's really only ever
Mhm.
been my mom and my dad and my family. And growing up, like I went to high school parties or like going to football games and all of that stuff. But it really, you really see the fruits of your labor after a
yeah.
while. So
So no
yeah, I
regrets. No regrets.
no regrets at
Good.
all.
Good.
I'm very grateful that I was able to do that as well. Not a lot of people can. And
Correct.
yeah, so my parents, they had a very like strong talk with me though when I decided that I wanted to, because it was ultimately my decision. Um because I said, "Dad, I don't know how I'm going to stay in school and still do this. I'm thinking
Hmm.
about being homeschooled." And so he was like, "If you really really believe that you can, accomplish all, and go through all these opportunities, and you'll do something with singing and all of that, then let's do it." Like, he had no other like way of telling me. It was always up to me. I need to show him that I'm gonna be, focusing all my attention on what I need to do, and you have your
That's
priorities.
good.
So, and school is always a priority, of course, but I definitely had other things that I needed to focus on a little bit more.
Right.
Yeah, Mark shared the story that most parents give them is back in the days when I used to take your parents 3 hours to walk to school, to and from school. No, 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 no. You have the wrong story, brother. It's back in the day when you had to walk to school 3 hours barefoot in the
In the snow.
snow,
Hmm.
uphill both
Yes.
ways.
Yes. I always
That's
got to
the
say that.
story. See,
Everybody's story is always the same. So
it's
so
yeah,
weird.
for me, I
Yeah.
had to carry books under one arm and carry like
Hmm.
my brother under the other
Oh my
arm.
Oh Lord.
How hard it
gosh.
was, because he's my older brother, but I had to carry him because he's my older little brother, and so because I'm the younger, bigger brother, so that's why. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's
Oh
just
my gosh. That's a
my
lot.
wife said
No,
that I
those
had.
stories. Oh, sorry. The stories that
Cut
my
up.
mom tells me too. When she was younger, she like would take the bus to school and but she was like in kindergarten. I was like, what? Who allowed that?
Yeah, no, no, I didn't. I mean, I lived out in the country, so you know, I come from the greater metropolitan known as Vancourt, Texas. We had a population of 145 chickens, 635 goats, 245,000 sheep, and 24 people. Salute. We
There's
had more
4 years.
dogs
24
than people.
people.
We had more dogs than people, I guarantee you. My wife said that I had four grandkids crying by noon during COVID when I was homeschooling them. I remember, I don't
I
remember,
don't
I plead
remember
the
it.
fifth.
I plead the
He was
fifth.
like, what the hell do you mean you don't know the answer? It's like, I don't want to be
Oh my
homeschooled.
gosh.
It
Mm-mm.
reminds me when my dad would take me to the burger joint with my brother. My brother, he's like, "Hey, what do you want for lunch for your burger? I want one of them goddamn cheeseburgers." What do you want? I don't want one of them goddamn cheeseburgers. So just kidding. So no, I mean that's horrible. Some people are made for teaching, some people aren't. So that's the way it is.
There
So
you
let's go
go.
ahead and play another song from your new album. Yo no
Yes.
sé is
New
another
album.
song. What?
Ooh,
What?
good
What happened?
decision.
Yo no
I
sé.
Yep.
don't know.
I don't know.
You know, say.
Yo no sé.
I don't know. That's
So
I don't
it's
know.
it's it's from her new album. We're gonna sample it so that way you can listen to it. It's just a small little sample so that way you can take a listen. And it goes like this. We're only gonna listen to about a minute of it so that way you can hear it. It hasn't been released yet. It is on the album. You can buy the album, by the way. The album is out. So I encourage
Yeah.
you, if you don't know where you can get the album, what you can do is go to Isabel Linktree. However, if you don't want to go there when you listen to it, if you are listening to it on Cuba Radio, when you listen to the song, there will be an add to cart button that will pop up on the app, and it will pop up on the website, and you can click on that add to cart button. It will take you to Apple Music, and you can buy the album there. Now, because I participate in the program, I do not make any money from that transaction, but because I participate in the program, I do get a discount on my licenses. I am a fully accredited radio station with ASCAP, BMI, C6, SOCOR, and Soundstripe. I do have all of my licenses, so yes, I do support my Tejano music and my artists.
Yes.
So please partake and listen for just a minute. This is Yo No Sé from Isabel Marie here on Cuba Radio.
Yo no sé si tú me piensas, yo sí sé que yo te pienso por las
That's it, guys.
Caught me.
Oh, damn.
Caught me.
That
That's
scared me.
it. I told you it was only a minute, just a second. That's all you get to
Oh
do is
my
sample it,
goodness.
just so that way you can take a taste test
Yes.
of the beauty that is
Jump
Isabel Marie's
scare.
music. And
Yay.
so that way you can listen to it and go
Thank
out
you.
and get your own copy.
Go get it.
Go get it. Go get it.
Okay.
If you don't know where to go
You can
get it,
get it
guess
on
where
all
what you can do?
platforms.
Hold on.
What you can do? What can you do?
Ah.
That's right. Isabel Marie. You get it
Alright.
there. See, that's simple. It's that simple. Gavino,
That's
how are you doing, buddy? He just joins us. Thank you so very much,
Ooh,
Gavino. How are you doing,
Gabino.
brother?
Hello.
Tony,
hi.
Tony Rivas,
Hi.
been a fan since Joe
Hello,
Casas
Tony.
introduced your music
For
on
the
his
music.
program. And I introduced her
Aw,
music on
thank
my
you,
program
Tony.
too, brother. Come on, man. Give me some love too now. Esmeralda
Aw,
loved it. She
Loved
loved it.
it.
She loved it. She loved it as
thank
well.
you.
Mondo Loco says, awesome as
Next
always.
week.
See you next week, Isabel.
See you
So we
next
have
week.
come to
I'm
the
so
part of the show.
excited.
We come to the part of the show where you get to say whatever it is that you want to say. Share out your shout outs. Let us know where you go. We can see you. Don't forget to mention your merch, where we can get your merch and everything else, because obviously I haven't already mentioned it before.
The link tree.
But also,
Well, I
give
just
out your thank yous and everything else. And
uh-huh.
we're going to go ahead, excuse me, we're going to go ahead and bow out and leave you to your own. Okay, here it is.
Thank you. Oh, I'm all by myself. Okay. Hi guys. Well, I just want to say thank you for all of the love and support. I want to say thank you to a few people. Oh my god, I haven't done this in so long. Um Hello to everyone. Thank you for all the support on my new album. It's called Solo Tu. You can find it on all digital media platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever you choose. And on this link tree, you can go look at the music and hear the music and decide which one's your favorite. Make sure to tag me if you're listening and if you put it on your story. I just want to say thank you guys again. I can't wait to see you in San Antonio this weekend. We're planning to go to Portland, Oregon, to Houston, to Corpus Christi, Texas. Which is going to be so much fun, and it's going to be for the music of Selena. So you don't want to miss out on that. Um, I just love you guys so much. Muchas gracias por todo el apoyo y nos vemos muy, muy pronto. Mwah. Is that it?
Well, there you
Yay.
go. Nice. So beautiful. Don't forget to.
And thank you to
Somebody's
you
already.
guys. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Surely. Thank you for being here. We loved it. We love having you.
Yes.
Thank you so very much. This is your house.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome to come back at any time, of course. Whenever you have anything else that you want to share with us, please come back. We are here to serve. We are here to share music with the people. Let the people decide what it is that they love.
Right.
Because we are strong supporters of it all. And I do want to say that it was wonderful having you here. I really do appreciate you coming to the show. I know we keep missing each other. We keep missing each other, but it's I'm glad that you're so busy that you're constantly moving forward, and that's always a plus. You know,
Yes.
it's a definitely a
It's a
plus.
blessing.
So
Mhm.
be careful on the road. Watch out for those wackos, especially those guys named Indio and Kendo. Whatever the hell that
Kendo.
guy is,
I love
whatever
it, the
his problem
kendo.
is, the Kendo.
I'm
That's
gonna
not
have
gonna
to get a
stick.
Kendo.
shirt.
Watch it stick. It's gonna stick. I
I'm
know
gonna
it
make
is.
you a shirt. Watch me.
Don't do that. Don't do
Oh,
that. That's not gonna be cool, man. So, and like I said, guys,
It'll
go
work.
ahead and go ahead and support. I've told you a thousand times, a thousand, 100,000, and I'll keep saying it again and again and again. In order for you to make the music stay, in order for the music to grow, you have to go out to their shows and you have to buy their merch. That's how we do it. Monica Saldivar cap. I bought it. It's mine. Be sure that
Yes.
you go out and support it, man.
I
And
love
and
her.
and got it earlier last the day before yesterday. I was like, I gotta get the album. You gotta get it. How do I know that link works? Cause that's where I got my album, and that's where you can get yours. Well, the link tree that's to the link tree, but I mean, you can still get the album through the link tree. So just go out there. She's got the Spotify that's in there. I think it's like the third link is there for her YouTube. I mean, her Apple Music, Apple Store. That'll take you to the album. So be sure you go there and please, support Tejano Music. Barbie Chick, you got anything going on?
Yes, this weekend I'll be out and about. There is an event going on for the JR Lounge farewell reunion type of thing going in LaPorte. Then the Pasadena Cook-Off is coming up. That's a big event in the Pasadena, Texas area. Lots of different tents and barbecue teams out there competing. That'll be not this weekend, but next weekend. And of course, in October, we have the TMAs, but I might be throwing a little party in October.
Party.
A little launch party for Show Off Promotions. I will be inviting you and everybody listening to come out and support. Remember that this platform that I've built is for la gente, it's for the community. It's another way to show us off, and that's why I came up with Show Off Promotion. I want to show off our gente, show off our multi-talented people that we have in the industry, restaurant owners, entrepreneurs, and all that good stuff. So make sure you like and follow Show Off Promotions Facebook page for all the information, upcoming events, and hopefully the launch party. I'm in the works with that.
So, guys, thank you so very much for joining. Thank you to you, Miss Isabel Marie. Thank you so much, very much, Barbie Chick, for being here on Monday's show. Excuse me, on Monday's show, I have Ceci. So, y'all guys, be sure to come on out there. And if you are having a hard time, if you're having a bad day, if you are just feeling and struggling and everything else, let me tell you, from me to you, you matter. You mean something. All right? Love you. And I'm going to go ahead and leave you with my favorite song from her last album. Okay? Now here's the dibs. This is No Me Mires Así. Hey, Isabel, can you stick around real quick to take care of some radio business real quick, please? Just stick around after the song.
Yeah, sure.
This is No Me Miras Así from her last album. But don't forget to pick up her new album right now, Solo Tu. It's an awesome album. Go out there and get it. I'm going to leave the QR code up there. Thank you so very much, guys. We'll see you next time. Thank you to everybody who chimed in. We will see you next time here on Cuba Radio. Barbie Chick, Indio, Isabel Marie. No Me Miras Así.
Debió pasar. Ya no quiero caer en tus encantos otra vez. Eres ajeno y yo pertenezco también a alguien más. Y tu mirada me hace vulnerable y vuelvo a fallar. Si te me acercas, juro no respondo, te voy a besar. Y que se entere todo el mundo entero, no me va a importar. No me mires, no me mires así. Soy presa fácil, me traes en la mira y me voy a rendir. No me mires, no me mires así. Eres fruta prohibida, provocas mi instinto, ya voy rumbo a ti. Eres ajeno y yo pertenezco también a alguien más. Y tu mirada me hace vulnerable y vuelvo a fallar. Si te me acercas, juro no respondo, te voy a besar. Y que se entere todo el mundo entero, no me va a importar. No me mires, no me mires así. Soy presa fácil, me traes en la mira y me voy a rendir. No me mires, no me mires así. Eres fruta prohibida, provocas mi instinto, ya voy rumbo a ti. No me mires, no me mires así. Soy presa fácil, me traes en la mira y me voy a rendir. No me mires, no me mires así. Eres fruta prohibida, provocas